You're welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about algebra. Excuse me. Now, this is the second lesson we'll be having on this topic, algebra. We have done a lesson on algebra before. You can check this YouTube channel for the first video on algebra. It's on the live replay on this same channel, okay? So in this video, we're going to be looking at expanding bracket and simplifying. Many students still struggle with expanding bracket and simplifying. But in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to expand brackets and then simplify. I got you covered, don't worry. So I've got some examples for every one of you present in this live to try, and of course, we'll be here to rub minds and see how it goes. So if you are joining here, I can see that 2 people are on this live stream. Please do it to like this live stream. Please like the live. Like the live. Thank you for doing that. So we are starting right away. Okay, thank you for the like. Please, let's like the like. So I'm going to be writing an example that we ended with in the last lesson. The last example we ended with was this. See it here. 3x, hope you can see my screen. 3x bracket x minus 2y plus 4x bracket x minus 4y. So this was the example that we ended with in the last lesson. Okay, so you are welcome. Thank you for liking. I truly appreciate. Now, how would you expand? Not just expanding, but simplify this. So let's start first by expanding. When you say expand, we're going to be removing the brackets. So when we remove the bracket, we can now simplify. All right, are you still with me? Okay, for those of you that just joined us, thank you. Do like this live. Let's begin. So how do you expand this? It's very easy. Look at this. This is 3x bracket x minus 2y. This 3x will be used to multiply every single term you have in the bracket. By the way, if you're not too clear about what a term is, what an expression is, what a constant is, what operations are, I explained all of this in the first lesson in this same YouTube channel. So after this video, do wait to go back to the first video and learn all those terminologies that are used in algebra. So let's continue. So this is how it works. I am going to use this 3x to multiply x, and also this 3x to multiply what? Negative 2y. That's how you also do for this one as well. So this will multiply this, and this will also multiply this. This is how you expand. This is how you multiply. This is how you open brackets. Okay? So let's begin. Are you ready? 3x times x is what? Is 3x squared. See, let me just write something here. 3x. See, I'll be using this dot. This is not a decimal point, it is a dot. So if I say 3x times x, you know, from one of the laws of indices, for those of you who are familiar with those laws, this has a power of 1. This also has a power of 1. All right. So this will be 3x, same base. We're going to add the powers. So you do 1 plus 1, which is what? 3x squared. So this is how you multiply letters. If they have the same, if the letters are the same, just add the exponents, and that's how you multiply brackets. Sorry, that's how you multiply letters. I just had to put it out there so that you will not get confused with that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. So 3x times x is going to be what? 3x squared. You see that, like I did before. Then 3x times negative 2y. Notice the letters are different, so just put them together. Easy. Let's multiply the numbers, the coefficient. 3 times negative 2 is what? Negative 6. Then x times y, just write xy. Easy. All right? That's how it works. That's how it works. So you come here, do plus. 4x times x is what? X times x. The same thing I did here. So you do 4. X times x, that's what? X raised to power 2. Like I explained before here. So you do 4x times negative 4y. 4 times negative 4 is what? Negative 16. And then x times y is what? Xy. You see what I've done? So what I've just done is that I have expanded. I have opened the bracket. Are you with me? I have opened the bracket. So let's begin. Did I just say begin? Let's continue. I meant. So now we're going to collect like terms. We'll just rearrange the terms. So this is x squared and x squared. They are like terms. So you put them together. That would be 3x squared plus 4x squared. Are you seeing that? Then negative what? 6xy and what? Negative 16xy. Are you with me? So let's begin. Again, I'm making the same mistake. Let's continue. Your camera is not focusing. Hi, can I attend? Yeah, you can attend, Helen. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'll try to make sure. But I have 2 lights here, by the way. I wonder why it's not focusing. And I'm not using the YouTube app directly. I'm using Prism Live. Okay, I think we'll try to see how to make this stable. All right. Thank you for the feedback, by the way. So you have 3x squared plus 4x squared. You see 3 plus 4 is what? 7. You add the coefficient and then maintain the letter here, which is x squared. So you do 3 plus 4, that's what? 7. So that's 7, then x squared. That's how you add. So you come here, you do negative 6. See, xy, they are the same. They are the same, what they call term. They are like terms. That's what I meant. So because that's the case, you do negative 6 minus 16. So what is negative 6 minus 16? That's what? Negative what? 22. So negative 22, then xy. Can you simplify this further? No, you cannot. So you leave your answer like this. So you have, some people will decide to force this and decide to subtract. That is wrong. Leave it like this, it's fine, because you cannot simplify any further. All right? You cannot simplify any further. So that is what it is. This is going to be the answer. All right? Do you have any questions? If you have any question, please ask. Magnet Bean, thank you for the feedback. Thank you. So let's continue. So if you have any question, if you do, please ask. So this was the last example we did in the last lesson, but now we want to look at fresh questions. So let's continue. Again, if you want to go watch the first video on this, it's still on my YouTube channel. Go to the live replay. You will see the video there. Okay. Now we have another interesting example. Let's do this together. So 3xy times x. Notice this. See, this is 3xy. This is x. X times x is what? X squared. Like I explained before, x squared. Because this x has an exponent of 1. This one has an exponent of 1. So when you bring them together, use the multiplication law of indices. You add the exponent. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 3x squared times x will be what? 3x squared y. You see that? X times x is x squared, then y. All right? Then minus 3x squared times negative 2. 3 times 2 is what? 6. Or 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then xy. Can you see that? You see that? Good. So let's continue. And then you have negative 4xy times x. Again, x times x is x squared. So that will be negative 4x squared y. You see what I'm saying? And then you have negative xy times negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Because minus times minus is plus. So you have 4 times 4 is 16. Then you just have xy. So what should you do next? We collect like terms. All right, we collect like terms. Let's do that here. So that will be 3x squared y. Look at this. This and this, they are like terms. See, x squared y, x squared y. Then minus 4x squared y. See the way I'm doing it. When you want to rearrange the terms, make sure you carry the sign with it. This is one of the mistakes many students make. They don't take the sign along with the term. Notice 3x squared y, 3x squared y. Negative 4x squared y, negative 4x squared y. You must take the sign along when you rearrange. Now watch this. This is the next one. So you have negative 6xy, then plus what? 16xy. You see what I'm doing? I'm just rearranging the terms and I'm moving the signs along. All right, so let's continue. Then you have 3x squared y minus 4x squared y. See, so far the terms are like terms. Don't bother about the x squared y. Since you are adding or I'm subtracting, just do 3 minus 4. What's 3 minus 4? That's what? Negative 1. So you have negative 1 x squared y. Or you can just say negative. This one, you don't have to write the 1 there. So that will be negative x squared y. You see that? Now let's come here. xy, same term. You do negative 6 plus 16. Negative 6 plus 16 is the same as saying 16 minus 6, which is what? 10. So that will be plus 10, then xy. Are you seeing that? This is okay to be the answer, but we can also decide to start with the positive term. It's not compulsory, but I think it's just make your work neat. So you start with plus 10xy, and then minus what? X squared. Sorry, minus x squared y. So this is going to be your final answer. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment. Thank you for the like. Please, if you have not liked the live, please do where to like this live and drop your questions. Drop your questions. Okay? Drop your questions. So I think we can move on. I'm going to give you one question to try. Let me give you one to try. All right? Okay, let me clean this off. This is just so hard to clean, maybe because of the weather. Just making it so dry on it. Okay. Maybe I'll get a piece of wet cloth to clean this. I'll just manage this for now. Okay, so why not you all try this one out? Try this. 2mn bracket m plus 3 plus 4mn bracket m minus 5. Okay, I want you all to try this question. This is mn, by the way. Okay, everybody try that question. Try it out. And let's have your answer in the comments. If you are done with this, put your answer in the comment. So I'll be here waiting for your answer. If you are done, drop it in the comments. If you are done, drop your answer in the comments, okay? Let's have your answer in the comments. So it's similar to number 2, okay? It's similar to number 2. I just changed a few things, but it's similar. I just changed a few things. It's actually similar. Let's have, yeah, Lapilum Kids. Hi, how are you doing? Good to have you on the live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lapilum. Thanks for the feedback. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. Okay, should I do it, or if you are doing it, just type 1 in the comment. If you are doing it, type 1 in the comment. If you want me to wait and you want to try it out, please type 1 in the comment. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Please, let's keep liking. Thank you for the like. Okay, Lapilum, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to try it out. If you're not too sure of what to do, just look at this one we've just explained. Look at this one. This one will give you some type of clue on how to do number 3. Look at everything. Almost the same. I just changed a few things, like I said before. Just a few things. Okay. Okay, after 1 or 2 minutes, I am going to do it. So we can move. We have other examples to do. We have other questions to solve. After 2 minutes, I am going to do it. Okay, to save time, I think I'm just going to do it. Let's do it together. Okay. So what we have is 2mn bracket m plus 3. And again, while I'm doing it, if you have done it, just drop it in the comment, okay? Plus 4mn bracket m minus 5. So what are we going to do here? Just like I explained for number 2, we come and you do 2mn times m. 2mn times m. You have m times m, which is m squared. So this is going to be what? Solution. This will be 2m squared n. That's it. Because m times m is m squared. You saw 2mn, see n here. M squared came from m times m. All right. Then plus 2 times 3 is 6. But we still have mn. So write mn here like this. You see that? So we come here. Plus 4mn times m. M, you have 4. The coefficient of m here is 1. So just write 4. M times m is m squared. Then n. So let's come to this last one. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. You have mn left with nothing here. So that's how you have it. Okay? And then we simplify. We collect like terms. Then we simplify. M squared n and m squared n, they are like terms. These two here, they are like terms. We bring them together. So that will be 2m squared n. This is raised by 2. Plus 4m squared n, and then plus 6mn minus 20mn. Are you seeing that? Good. So what is 2m squared n plus 4m squared n? 2 plus 4, that's 6. So you have 6m squared n. Again, if you're done, you can leave the answer in the comment. Then you have plus 6mn minus 20mn, which is what? 6 minus 20 is what? Minus 14. So you have minus 14, then mn. And this is going to be the answer. All right. If this is what you got, type 1 in the comments. If this is what you got, type 1 in the comments. Okay? If this is what you got, type 1 in the comments. I think we can continue. Please like the live. Let's like the live. If you want to be aware when I come live, there's a link on my bio. Go there. It will redirect you to my WhatsApp channel. Go there and join my WhatsApp channel. You'll be informed when I come live every time. Okay? So I think we can continue. Any question, please ask if you have any questions. We want to now look at simplifying algebraic fractions. Many students make so many mistakes when it comes to fractions. They make mistakes. But I'm going to help you out and tell you what to do and what not to do when you have algebraic fractions to simplify. All right, let me take this off. Again, this is getting dry because of the weather, I think. Yeah, the weather is making it dry. Okay, I think we'll just manage it like that. It's fine. Not too bad. Okay, let's continue. So we have simplifying algebraic fractions. Let's just say algebraic fractions. So this is, you know what fractions are, right? And fractions are part of a whole. 1 over 2, 7 over 5, 8 over 20, all these are fractions, okay? So if you are asked to simplify this algebraic fraction, what are you going to do? 20x raised to power 3, y raised to power 2, all divided by 10x squared y. How would you divide this? How would you go about simplifying this? How would you do this? See, the way you do it is the numbers will be divided, then the letters. If the letters are like if the letters are the same, you can divide. So let me just quickly point it out here that you cannot do y cancels x because they are different. You can't do this. Please don't try this anywhere. Don't try this. Don't try this anywhere. They have to be the same for you to be able to simplify or cancel out. So 10 goes into 20, or I don't want to let me just rewrite it so you will see where the question is or what the question is. So solution here, let me just write it. So 20x cubed y squared over 10x squared y. So what do we do? 10 goes into 20, you have 2. Are you seeing that? 10, we divide 20 2 times. So you have it there like that. Okay? And then we look at, see, x cubed and x squared. I'm just going to explain this like this for this first time. X cubed is the same thing as saying x times. This is times, so I'm using dot for that. This is x cubed, that's x times x times x, all right? Then y squared, y times y, over x squared can be written like this, x times x, times what about y? Just have it there like that. Are you seeing that? So y, we cancel this y, all right? X will cancel x, x will cancel x. So what do you have left? X, y. So, but of course, you can't be doing this every time. It's going to wear you out. It's going to make you get tired of algebraic fractions. All right. So what should you do when you have cases like this? See, you will use there's something called the division law of indices. The division law of indices. How does it work? Let me explain it. So when you have let's say you have something like this. x divided by 5, sorry, x raised by 5 divided by x raised by 2, for instance. You know, we are dividing. This is also division, right? So this, okay, maybe I should just start by saying, if you have something like this, x raised by 5, all right, divided by x raised by 2, this and this are the same. I hope you know that. Good. So since you have x and x similar, from the division law of indices, you are going to subtract their exponent. Like we did for multiplication, we added the exponent, but here we are subtracting. So this will be equal to x raised by 5. We are dividing, you subtract 2 minus 2. Yeah. And then that gives you what? X raised by what? X raised by what? 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So this is how it works if you want to use the laws of indices, the division law of indices. Okay? Now we are going to bring it in here and do that. So when you come here, this is x raised by 3, x raised by 2. If you divide, you have x, you have x. Those two x will cancel x from here. You have just one x left. Or use the division law like I just explained. You do 3 minus 2 because this is division. You see that? So you subtract their powers. So you have 2. 3 minus 2 is what? X. You have x on top. All right? And then you have the same thing here. You know, you have an exponent of 1. So you do 2 minus 1, which is what? 1. So that's y here. So this is your final answer, 2xy. Again, if you don't want to use that division of indices, see what you can just, you can even get a little bit dramatic with this. And let me explain what I mean. So this is what you can also do. This is 10x squared y. See, you know this cancels this, you have to, right? You can do x squared into this. You have 1x remaining because x squared will remove x squared from here. You have just 1x left. So x goes into y, sorry, y goes into y squared. You have 1y left, which is what? 2xy. So anyone you want to do is fine. You can decide to just use the idea, though it's the same concept, but we're using the idea of indices here. We're just canceling. And in our minds, we are saying, okay, I have x, I have x on that. We cancel out. Then we have just 1x. Y squared is y in the numerator. We have 1y under. If you cancel out, you have 1y remaining, which is that's why you see here, giving you what? 2xy. So that's how it works. And anyone you want to do in your mind, just make sure you stick with it and use it. It's going to work all the time. Okay? If you have any questions, please ask. So this is how you simplify algebraic fractions. And it's always like this. Okay? So we're going to be going to another example, which is slightly different from this. And I'll tell you the mistakes many students make when it comes to simplifying algebraic fractions. I'm here to support you and help you with that. So let me write another question and I'll maybe ask you to give it a try. If you are still writing, please let me know. I want to clean this and make you, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do so. I would really appreciate that. And if you also want to join my WhatsApp community, the link is on my bio. Go there, click it. The reason why you're joining is because you want to have access to information. You want to have access to when I also come live. I will always drop those feedbacks. Should I use the word? I will always give you a feedback when I come live. And I think I'm also working on my timetable so that you will also be aware when I come live. All right. If you have any questions, please ask. If you have any questions, do ask me. We want to move on to another example on algebraic fractions. So again, let me take this off. I think we're through with this one here. This is really hard to clean now. Anyways, permit you to clean everything. Okay. So we have another example, and I'll tell you the mistakes many students make when it comes to this. We have 9x squared still under algebraic fractions plus 6xy all divided by what? By 6x. So this is a mistake. Okay, let me just write. Yeah, This is the mistake many students make. When they want to simplify this, here's what they will do. They will simply do, because now this is plus, by the way, this is 6xy, this is 6x. Because they can see clearly that this is 6x and this is 6x, what they will do is they will just do something like this. And then they will just write 9x squared plus y. Is this correct? Of course, it's wrong. It is not correct at all. Okay. So how do we now do this the right way? Let me show you how. Okay, this is plus 6xy, and here we have 6x as we had before. So how would you simplify this? Let me show you how. Remember, whenever you have something like this, I want you to know that this 6x is dividing 9x squared and 6xy. So you can rewrite this. I'll show you two ways in which you can do this, by the way. You can rewrite this like this, solution. You can rewrite this like this, 9x squared over 6x plus 6xy over what? 6x. This is what I'm doing. So this is how you simplify. So we can now do this. So 6x, we cancel 6x. Are you seeing that? And then, like we did before, x, we go into x squared. You have what? Just x remaining. 3, we divide 6 2 times. 3, we divide 9 3 times. So what do you have finally? You are going to have what? 3x over 2 plus what? 3x over 2 plus what? There's only y here remaining. And this is your final answer. All right. You can actually still add both of them and get a single term, but this is also okay. So let me show you how you can also do this if you don't want to split it into two fractions. And again, let me also go ahead and put this together as a single fraction. So the LCM is 2, right? This is 3x. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 times y is 2y. So this is the answer, or you can leave it like this. Now, if you don't want to split if you don't want to split this into two fractions, how can you do this? Let me show you how. Alternatively, we can do this. We can do this. So 9x squared plus 6xy over 6x. Are you seeing that? Now, you will look at the numerator and ask yourself, do they have a common factor? Of course they do. So what's the common factor? It is what? 3, because 3 can divide 9 and 6. So that's 3. X can divide x squared and x. There's y here, but there's no y here. So don't use y. Use 3x. So that will be what? You factor 3x out. You do 3 goes into 9, you have 3. X goes into x squared, you have x, plus 3 goes into 3, you have 2. X into x, they will just cancel out, so you have only y left. All divided by what? By 6x. Are you seeing that? Now, look at this. We can put this in a bracket. It is now proper to divide. So you can say 6x will go into, you can divide 3x and 6x. Not like the one I did initially where you have plus here and you are dividing. Here you are dividing like this. You can't, because of this plus, you cannot divide like this unless you have product. This and this. They are two factors, right? Being multiplied together. You can divide, not the other way like we did before. So see what you're going to do. You can say x cancels x, and 3 here is 1, 3 here is what? 2. So 1 times 3x plus 2y is still going to be what? 3x plus 2y over 2. Let's see whether it's the same thing with this. 3x plus 2y over 2. 3x plus 2y over 2. The same. So whatever method you want to use, it's fine. Okay? And if you ask me, well, this is all, both of them are okay. Anyone you want to use is fine. All right? Just be careful how you simplify algebraic fractions, especially when you have a singular term in the denominator and you have 2 or more terms in the numerator. You have to be very careful how you simplify that. So I just have to point it out that it has to be done that way. Please, let's like the live if you are here and this is the first time you are joining me on this live stream. Do well to like this live stream. Share this live with your friends and family, and also subscribe to this channel for more content and for you to stay glued with all our perks, all our programs coming live, uploading videos on this channel. And if you also want to join me on WhatsApp, the link is on my bio. Go there, click the link. You'll be redirected to my WhatsApp channel. Okay, so we can move on. I'm going to drop 2 questions for you to try. Yeah, I will drop 2 questions for you to try out. Let me clean this and drop 2 questions for you to try. Okay, so everybody try this out. Exercise. Simplify the following. Simplify the following. Number one. Where am I? Okay, 20x cubed y over 10x squared. Then number 2, you have 12x squared y plus 6xy over 6x. So try those 2 questions and let's have your feedback in the comments. So I'm still here. I'm just going to sit for a while and allow you try this out, okay? I hope I didn't write the same question. It seems I did write the same question. No, I did not. I didn't. It's different. Okay. All right. I want us to, because of time, let's just finish up this and end the live stream for now. I'll be back later. But if you want to know when I'll be back, go join my WhatsApp channel. The link is on my bio. So let's start with the first one. 20x cubed y over 10x squared. Like I explained before, you do 10 goes into 20, that's 2, all right? Then you have x squared goes into x cubed, you have just x. So what do you have left? 2xy. So that's 2xy. And that's the answer. Okay, yeah. 2xy, that is the answer, all right? All right, let's try another one. This is 12x squared y plus 6xy over 6x. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's just use the one that we have that will make us factorize what we have in the numerator. So what's common between this and this? Look at the coefficient first, 12 and 6. 6 is common. Let's factor that out first. X squared x. Let's factor that out. And y. So let's also factor that out. Bracket. Then we have what? 6 into 12 is 2, right? 6. So x into x squared, that's x here. Y into y is 1, that's gone. Plus 6 into 6 is 1. You don't have to write 1. X cancels X, Y cancels Y. So which means 6xy divided by 6xy is what? 1. So all divided by what? 6x. Now watch this. I am going to divide like this. So you do 6x cancels 6x. And what do you have left? You have just y bracket 2x plus 1. You can still open up the bracket if you don't want the bracket there. So y times 2x is 2xy, and y times 1 is what? Y. So this is going to be the final answer. If you don't want this, you can also decide to split. Okay, I think I did it one way before. Let me just do it the same way. I can write this as this 12x squared over 6x. Remember, this 6x is dividing both terms. So you can write it like this. And then 6xy over 6xy. Are you seeing that? So what are you going to do next? You do this. 6 into 12 is 2. X cancels one of this. You have just x left. This 6xy cancels 6xy. The mistake many students make is that they'll just seem as if there's nothing left again. Of course, there's something left. 1 is there. All right? There's 1 there. Oh, what am I? Okay, no. Sorry. I made a mistake here. There's no y here. Why did I not put y here? So it's meant to be, I'm supposed to write 6xy over what? 6x. Good. So watch this now. 6 cancels 6, x cancels x. You have y left. So that's 2x plus y. Same as what we have here. But why am I having, oh my goodness, you see the mistakes that is happening here. There's y here because of this y here. So which means there has to be y here as well. Because, the answers must be the same. Despite we are using the different method, it has to be the same. Okay, so this is the answer, or you use this method, you also get the answer. So I've been able to explain how to simplify algebraic fractions. In the next lesson, we are going to be doing more of algebraic fractions. Now, here is what I need you to know. There are some fractions that we have quadratic expressions. Yes, let me give you an example. So let's say you have something like this. You have x squared minus x. I'm just writing one of the examples we are going to be doing in the next lesson. So x squared minus 30. You see this? Looking really cool, right? With all the terms here. So this, what you have in the numerator, see, this one is algebraic. Sorry, is a quadratic expression. All right? It's a quadratic expression. Even this one here too. So you will have to factorize this trinomial, 3 terms. You have to factorize it before you can simplify. You cannot just start doing x cancel. No, you can't, because of this minus, you see that you cannot cancel like that. But the issue is that many students actually do this, which is wrong. So in the next lesson, I'm going to be explaining how you can simplify algebraic fractions like this, where you have trinomials in the numerator, or whether it is in the numerator or denominator. I'll show you how you can simplify algebraic fractions like this. Don't miss it. Try to join my WhatsApp channel so you can be duly informed when I come live. I hope you enjoy this. I'm also going to speak with my replay viewers, those that will come after this live has ended. Do well to subscribe to this channel, and if you want more lessons like this, stick around. How would you do that? Join. I meant you. So what I'm trying to say is that you should click on the subscribe button and get signed up, so you can always be aware when I come live. And I have videos on my channel. There are videos, shorts, and also those long form videos on my channel. There are so many that you can help you become better in math. I think I'm going to end here. It's good to have you all here. Thank you for sticking around. I will hope to see you in the next lesson. It's bye for now. This is Gpad, and this channel is Maths with Gpad. Now, let me also say this. I have another YouTube channel, which is Gpad Learn Maths. And there I have more, because this one is relatively new. It's not up to a year, but that one has been like 3 years. I opened that channel. I have so many videos there, and also videos that I've done, during those live streams. I've covered lessons on circle theorems. I've covered lessons on trigonometry, and there's one more, indices. Yes, it's all there. If you want to watch, if you want to learn those topics, the videos are on the other YouTube channel, Gpad Learn Maths. Gpad Learn Maths. Go there, search it out, and look at those videos so you can have a good time learning with those videos. Hope to see you the next one. Bye bye.